through email from the Niagara Region Anti-Racism Association. They say, when asked to consider, this goes back to the mayor's debate when you were running. They say, when asked to consider reopening the Mayor's Committee on Community and Race Relations during the mayor's debate on Your TV Niagara, Mr. Sendzik declined to do so. Now that a new term of council has begun, what kind of commitment can we expect from Mr. Sendzik to challenge systemic racism beyond vague pledges to diversity?
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting question. It's unfortunate they speak about vague promises. I think we've done a lot as a community, and I think that if they were actually paying attention to what was going on in the city, they would see that we've put a concerted effort to reduce those incidences, that we've shone a light on the fact that racism exists in our community just like it exists across any community across Canada. Again, forming a committee for the sake of having a committee that previously existed, not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of just, the mayor had a race relations committee that was formed in 2006 and really didn't meet after 2010, but hey, you should have one anyway. So what we've looked at is we've got our pillars, we've got our 4 pillars of how you build community: social, cultural, economic, and environmental. And under the social and cultural one, we are looking at a diversity and equality committee. That's something that has been on our radar for the past year. I'm hoping that when the new council comes, that committee is formed, we'll get a good, diverse range of people around the table. And it's not maybe the same old people that put their name up all the time and want to complain about things, but it's really people who actually want to put some hard work into continuing to create a very diverse and inclusive community. That's what we're all about. We've always been about that. So it's unfortunate that they feel that way, but maybe they'll actually want to get involved and have a positive influence on the community instead of complaining.
The committees that you were mentioning, I think the city had over 30 of them, and council back in 2014 sort of changed that process.
Went down to 14 committees.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it was...
a whole bunch of committees that were just on record for meeting for the sake of meeting, and we are looking at efficiencies, and we want to make sure we're utilizing people's time wisely, and we want to make sure that the committee's aligned with our strategic plan, and that's the alignment that we got right now. We want to make sure that any committees that get added on or any committees that get brought on are part of our strategic plan and where we want to go, and this is a committee that we'll be looking at that really does fit sort of the overall picture for the city of St. Catharines, but we want to do it in a way that's positive and moving forward, not rooted in something in the past.
Has anybody sort of analyzed how those pillars are working and whether the feedback that you're getting from committees is more helpful than maybe 10 years ago? Yeah,
the clerk's office has a report coming out, so there's going to be some modifications to some of the committee structures because we've been able to have them for the better part of 3+ years. And so now with some surveys that we did at the end of term with some of the committee members, we're able to look at some adjustments. So I'll be looking forward to that report and seeing what kind of adjustments can be made to make them more effective.